you were talking about Brahman who was a Sikh priest in Golden Temple in the time frame.
He was shot dead in his bed. He was shot in his bed.
The priest.
He was shot in his bed. Bhindranwale's group was blamed for it, but I am sure that he did not do it. The government, Congress government, had put its moles into Punjab, who were disturbing the atmosphere. They were killing Hindus. They were pulling out people from buses and shooting them. This Bhindranwale did not do. The Sikh militants, so-called militants, never did this. They were fighting for Sikhism, for Sikhs, and for the peace of Punjab. But it suited Indira Gandhi to make monsters out of them, so that then she could do Operation Blue Star, attack the Golden Temple, and finish off the Bhindranwale group. This was the whole plan. But then after doing that, she knew that she would not survive. And she told Subramaniam Swamy that आप ठीक कहते थे, मेरे से गलती हुई है और मेरे पास अब ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं है. Because there has been a history of the Golden Temple that whosoever has destroyed the Golden Temple has not survived for long. Even Ahmad Shah Abdali, when he blasted the Golden Temple in one of his later invasions, one small piece of the brick came and hit him on the nose, here on the bridge of the nose. He died 12 years later of cancer because that did not heal. He used to wear a mask on his face, on his nose, and he used to stink and he used to be in terrible pain. Ahmad Shah Abdali, who defeated the Marathas in the Battle of Panipat in 1671, he died because of attacking the Golden Temple. Indira Gandhi died because she attacked the Golden Temple. Massa Rangad, another Rajput convert to Islam, he made the Golden Temple into a tabela where horses were tied, and वहाँ पे he was, having song and dance performances and all that, and drinking in the sanctum sanctorum. 2 Sikhs, only 2 Sikhs. There was a whole Mughal guard. They entered. They said, we have brought good horses for you. Now, good horses were always wanted, and they brought 2 good horses from Afghanistan. They were allowed inside. They came inside and they killed Massa Rangad. He got under the bed to save himself, but they chopped off his head. So, whosoever has tried to desecrate the Golden Temple has not survived. ये तो एक tradition है.
So you think Bhindranwale was not a villain, he was a made villain?
He was absolutely not a villain. A person who is doing Japji Saab part, one part takes about, if you have it by heart, I know it by heart, it takes at least 10 minutes. He used to do it throughout the day. Always on his, and he was doing justice. The courts will give you justice 10 years, 15 years, 50 years. He used to give immediate justice. The people used to come to him, he used to decide the case immediately and say, all right, fine, you are wrong, he is right.
Subramania Swamy calls him a saint, not a terrorist, he says.
Exactly.
Dr.
I believe him. I hold the same view.
But I talk to people from Hindus from Punjab or Haryana area, or even UP for that matter. When you say Bhindranwale name, their blood boils. They say that we have been massacred. Nobody talks about it.
That is what I was telling you. The Congress party at that time, Indira's Congress, they had their agents. They had infiltrated into the people of Bhindranwale. In fact, one of them was there with him when the Operation Blue Star was going on. Raw. So they were doing these things, taking out people from buses, selecting the Hindus and shooting them. Bad name kiska aa raha tha? Were Bhindranwale. Because they were dressed up like that, those turbans, the Kesriya turban, open beard. those chogas, machine guns. So obviously the Hindus thought that they were being targeted. So actually it was a game being played by Delhi.
But is that is wrong? Wrong information that Golden Temple was used as a prostitution place where the Hindu women were kidnapped and brought inside by Bhindranwale. There are a lot of stories about it. I'm surprised when Dr. Subramani Swami called him as a saint, and here you are talking about the similar thing. So I'm curious to know.
Oh, these are all cooked up stories, and if you cook up a story, people will believe you. Especially if this campaign is organized on a large scale by the government itself, then people start believing. The common man will believe what is written in the newspapers. Mm-hmm. Common man will believe what is done on the streets. So on the street, you go and kill a Hindu merchant, you go and kill a Hindu businessman, you kidnap a few Hindu women and tell the people that, oh, the men of Bhindranwale took them. Where is the proof? He was maligned. The way they maligned Banda Singh Bahadur, Bhindranwale was maligned in the same manner. So I do not blame Bhindranwale for anything, because he was not the whole and sole power. He was not the whole and sole power in the nation. The whole and sole power was Indira Gandhi. And she was aligned at that time not with the Americans but the Russians, and Russians wanted communism to enter into Punjab. They had their men out there in Punjab. Surjit Singh, Comrade Surjit Singh was one of them. Bhindranwale was there to uphold Sikhism and to see that the Sikhs did not lose their rights or their religion in all this hanky-panky. So it was necessary to eliminate him, which Indira Gandhi succeeded in doing.
Okay.
Otherwise, why would you eliminate him? There was no reason to eliminate him.